Club 18 to 30 has been around over 40 years and through media promotion has become one of the most successful holiday companies aimed at the youth market. Baudrillard introduced the concept of media saturation, wherein he believes we live in an era where we are bombarded with so many images and signs from the mass media that most of our experiences are made up from media text. In this case, we lose sight of reality itself, everything becomes imitations, and the signs we consume through media text become more real to us than reality. This is known as hyperreality. Reality series such as Sunsex and Suspicious Parents and Club Reps represent a representation of Club 18 to 30 holidays. In this case, young people are represented as behaving outrageously under the influence of alcohol, which symbolises the initial portrayal of the holiday package being based on drinking alcohol and doing whatever you want with your friends away from your parents. This is known as a simulacrum. The simulacra of Club 18 to 30 isn't necessarily what happens on the holiday or how everyone experiences it. It has been mediated and represented to create a fictional narrative of the Club 18 to 30 experience. Therefore, Club 18 to 30 becomes a fictional story that is retold through the media in a process of enculturation, whereby people acquire the values and behaviour represented to be suitable for an 18 to 30
freedom
holiday.
of your first ever holiday with your mates, where everyone's up for it and anything goes. Cheap booze, dirty dancing, and that all-important independence.
In this postmodern world, Marshall McLuhan puts forward the concept of global village theory, in which people from anywhere around the globe understand the world through the media's representations rather than personal interactions. For instance, through television series, films, videos on YouTube and social networking sites, etc. Social networking sites, for example Facebook, create fan pages such as Official Magaluf 2012, which has over 80,000 people following the page, featuring pictures and wall posts particularly highlighting the importance of alcohol when it comes to the Club 18 to 30 holiday. As younger people are particularly influenced by the mass media, Facebook pages such as this will provide the youth with an image of what Club 18 to 30 is all about.
The times we can't remember.
Drinking under the table. You're trouble, aren't you?
I'm on holiday, you can't be too drunk.
Jay slept in his ants nest.
Pain.
And the moments we try to forget.
You're well in there, mate.
Yep, he shoots, he scores, right up the veg.
I'll have sex with you.
This is a joke, right?
I've lost my glasses!
The in-betweeners target audience is similar to that of Club 18 to 30. Therefore, the film provides a lot of insight for a big population of Club 18 to 30 holiday makers of the activities to carry out on the holiday. This again represents the notion of Club 18 to 30 holidays being centred on young people, particularly of a white British ethnicity, being able to do whatever they like on holiday and behave in a reckless manner, as the choice is in their hands to construct their own individual identity, as well as the social groups, through following certain youth subcultural codes such as pulling girls and so on. Postmodernists argue that we don't particularly interact with actual reality. All we interact with is the surface and its style. For instance, the representations of behaviour, attitudes and appearance and so on that are reflected through media text, although these portrayals are only a perception, not particularly a valid picture of what a Club 18 to 30 holiday truthfully consists of. The emphasis on style over substance helps Club 18 to 30 to be successful in this postmodern world. The media has helped promote a brand identity which has become more important to young people booking a holiday than the actual holiday itself. This represents the importance of consumption for young holiday makers who want to express their social group identity and their own individual identity through their holiday choice. McLuhan also suggests we live mythically and integrally. Through this perspective, Club 18 to 30 is just a myth that has been mediated in order to create an escapist narrative for young people. Writers Davis and Perinda believe the performative tourist is born out of a digitally mediated world. A narrative is produced not of travel, but instant experience without reflection. From a postmodern perspective, it appears that most of our cultural understandings are based on the individual interpretations we make from the media representations that dominate society. Therefore, postmodernists believe that grand narratives such as Marxism and feminism are not relevant in understanding how the world operates. The approaches are too simplistic and narrow to apply. 18 to 30 holiday makers are represented in such a way to reflect their main priorities of having fun and the free will they will have to do so on holiday.
Welcome to the kind of woman power that sustained our grandmothers for 72 years in their struggle to get the right to vote. Welcome to the new wave of feminism. Welcome to each other. Welcome home.
Conflict theorists, such as feminists, on the other hand, see society as being patriarchal, wherein women are oppressed by men to perform a certain role, particularly domestic and expressive roles. Feminists would heavily criticise the way in which women are represented on Club 18 to 30 holidays as reflecting and justifying patriarchal ideology. These media texts sexually objectify women through emphasising body parts rather than the face of the person themselves. This is said to give a dehumanising effect known as symbolic annihilation, put forward by Gay Tuckman. This creates a stereotypical representation of young girls on holiday, having the perfect bikini body and being passive objects of desire, particularly for men to look at. Laura Mulvey would argue this positions women in an insignificant part in the narrative of the holiday, as they are portrayed as simply a visual feast for men, which supports her idea of the male gaze theory of media text being constructed from a male point of view. John Berger reinforces this as he says, men look at women, women watch themselves being looked at. This determines not only most relations between men and women, but also the relation of women to themselves. Academic feminist Naomi Wolf believes in contemporary cultural products there appears to be a patriarchal attack on women's bodies through adverts, TV series, films and so on, glamorizing the slim-toned and tan body image, which could as a result lead to low self-esteem in the youth market who don't feel they live up to this image of a typical Club 18 to 30 female holiday maker. More recently, the media has took a focus to the emergence of a Ladette culture, with TV reality shows such as Ladette to Lady, which underline the negativity of this new persona for women. An article from Cosmopolitan by Deborah Tan states Ladette culture consists of drinking and having fun like lads on a night out. Binge drinking is an aspect of this social phenomenon. Additionally, Tan argues a Ladette adapts an up-for-anything persona when a guy approaches. Deborah Tan's outlook of the Ladette personality tends to be heavily reflected as a stereotypical female 18 to 30 holiday maker.
Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something, if you wanna have fun and do something, get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something, if you wanna have fun and do something, walk in the club with no ID.
An article featured in the Telegraph included a spokesman for Club 18 to 30 quoting, "Girls in particular are more liberated than boys were, even 20 years ago. Without a doubt, the girls are more confident than before, and there has been a huge rise in Ladette." Post-feminists could argue this is empowering from one aspect, as women are challenging the traditional roles and exploring elements of being a woman. However, the Ladette culture still relies on girls exploiting their bodies for men through wearing bikinis for instance, and depending on looking for men on the nights out in clubs and so on, reinforcing the idea of women being reliant on men. From whichever perspective you look at the media's role from, it's evident it plays a dominant role in society and impacts dramatically on culture. This postmodern world brings more choice and fragmentation, which can explain why women are breaking barriers of the gender division and becoming Ladette. Club 18 to 30 has prominent representations, and as long as the media continue to convey these traditional portrayals through their advertising and clips in reality shows, etc., there seems to be little hope to turn the representations around to a more positive, less boisterous reputation.